definitely not 2 days late in starting this vlog. Hi everyone, my name is Chloe, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here today. Today's video is to start up a new weekly reading vlog. I'm going to call it a reading vlog this week because I think there should actually be reading. Well, actually there is, because I've already finished a book since I last updated a vlog. It is Wednesday morning. It is the 31st of May, so it's the last day of the month. So I need to finish a book that I started last night and I'm not very far in. Sorry, you know the noise, that's my laptop charger dropping on my laptop. I'm reading The Watchmaker of Filigree Street, this one with all the stickers all over it. It's Meg's copy. It was one of her picks for my TBR game. I'm enjoying what I've read so far. I was just falling asleep reading it last night, which is why I put it down, because I'm like, I'm actually enjoying the writing style of it, so I would rather wait and like actually concentrate on it properly. I did finish Poison Study last night. I've ended up giving it a 3 star. It's more like a 3.5 because I'd recently finished like another YA fantasy before, which was This Woven Kingdom, and that was like a lower 3 star. This was definitely a higher end, but I just couldn't quite push it up to a 4 star. It just felt like the pacing was a little bit off. Like, I enjoyed the basic storyline, but it felt like it would sort of hear something was going to happen and then it'd very quickly jump to that moment. It just felt like the pacing, like I could have done with like more of the actual build up to things rather than sort of just seeing the events really quickly, if that makes any sense at all. There was a lot of stuff happening sort of like within, like events happening within the, it's not a kingdom that they live in, because that's the whole point, is that the king was overthrown and they've got a commander in charge now. But there was a lot of like political events that they had to go to because she had to attend as the commander's food taster, and you'd sort of hear about it in one chapter and then it would jump to it actually happening in the next one, and you didn't really see the build up to it. And I felt like that kind of stilted the build up of some of the relationships as well. I felt like I could see where the relationships were being built, but I didn't feel like I actually saw the like connections growing. Like I could see where the writer was going to lead us to, but I didn't see the actual sort of like relationships growing in terms of like the conversations between the characters. It just all felt a little bit sort of like pushed together. It was a lot of telling. It felt a bit like they were telling me something rather than showing me it. But like I said, still a 3 star. I don't know if I'm going to carry on with the series. I will think about it, because like there are a lot of books in that series now, and I don't know if I'm invested enough to carry on, but I do have a box set of some of them, so like maybe I should, just because I own them. We will see. But today I need to finish The Watchmaker of Filigree Street, and then tomorrow, when it's the start of a new month, I'm going to be starting Aurora Burning. That's going to be my first read of the month for the live show next week, but I have the audiobook of that, so it should be a really quick read. And I think that is pretty much everything to update you on. I haven't been to the theatre yet this week, so we've not started a vlog with the clip of me at the theatre. I went to the cinema on Monday to see The Little Mermaid live adaptation. I really enjoyed it. I think if you go in kind of expecting like an exact recreation of the animated film, it's not going to be that. Like there are new songs and things, and yes, there's some arguments that some of them don't fit in the best, particularly the Skullbutt song. Like it's there, it doesn't need to be there. Some of the others I really liked, especially the extra Ariel ones we got, where it was sort of like you heard her thoughts in her head. She wasn't just mute throughout the entire film. But no, I really liked that ball. So like just the chemistry between like Ariel and Eric was fantastic. The like storyline of like Grimsby trying to help set them up, I loved it. It was all very fun and very cute, and I did very much enjoy it, and I might be going to see it again this week. My mum is here this weekend, so I don't know how much vlog footage there'll be from the weekend, possibly just b-roll. But we do have 3 shows, no, we have 2 shows booked at the minute, but 3 will be booked before the end of the weekend. So I'm going to see Brokeback Mountain on Saturday afternoon. My mum's not actually going to see that. My mum's going to see Ain't Too Proud, but I wasn't too fussed about seeing that one, and they're just down the road from each other, and she wasn't too fussed about seeing Brokeback Mountain, and we booked it before I'd moved here, so I didn't know that like I would actually be here. So it was just like, oh well, while we're both traveling, let's both go and see the ones that we want to see. So we're gonna go and see separate shows and then meet up for the evening to go and see Oklahoma. I'm very excited to see Oklahoma again, because I did very much enjoy it last time. And then on Sunday, I think we're gonna go and see Newsies, because I've been trying to get my mum to see Newsies for a while. She saw the recorded version back when I was at the cinema a while ago, like before it was on Disney Plus, and she did enjoy it. She did fall asleep for a little bit of it because it was at like the end of a long work week and she was just tired. She missed Santa Fe, which I was like, how dare you miss Jeremy Jordan sing Santa Fe. But then we bought tickets for the actual stage show, and then she had COVID when we were supposed to go, so Becca ended up going with me instead. So now we're gonna hopefully actually go and see it. the tickets don't seem to be selling too well at the minute. It is like towards the back end of its run, and it is further out than everything else, so I feel like people just don't necessarily want to make the trek to Wembley. But we will hopefully be going to go and see that. We're going to leave it till on the day and get cheap tickets because they've usually been on TKTS. I am thinking of doing a video talking about like different ways to get cheap tickets, because since I've moved here, like I've only paid full price for one ticket, I think. And a lot of questions I get are like, how do you afford to go to the theatre so much? So I kind of just want to go through and talk about different ways that I've managed to get cheap tickets whilst being here. But that's the thing that I'll be doing on Sundays, trying to get a cheap ticket for that as well. And then, yeah, there should be some reading happening this week. There are some exciting things on my TBR for next month. So I'm looking forward to getting straight into those. But yeah, right now I am like on a break at work, so I should probably go back. But I just thought I would pop in and actually start this vlog because I kept forgetting to do it. And yeah, if I do think of anything else that I've not said, I will pop back in later. But that is all for now. At least I've actually started the vlog now. Hello, so it is Wednesday evening and I have just finished the Watchmaker Filigree Street. So I have actually finished my TBR for this month. Go me. Well, technically it's my TBR for last month because it was a TBR that I did at the end of March to read in April, and I did not read it in April, but we all know that life things happen in April. So I rolled it over to May and I did finish it, which means I can start fresh tomorrow. I'm going to start with, I think, Aurora Burning, maybe. I do also just want to read like something just like fun or romancy though as well, so we'll have a look at what else on my TBR and see what I want to start tomorrow. But yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. It's one of those where like the plot kind of doesn't make sense in a way. You just have to kind of go along with it. At times that was just a little bit too much for me, which I did enjoy the characters. But yeah, sometimes I was just like, what is happening here? And I just wanted a tiny bit more to make sense. But no, I did enjoy it. So that was a 4-star read. I will talk about how all my friends are doing so far for their picks when I do my wrap up for this month, which I will probably be filming tomorrow actually. But yeah, I'm very tired now, so I'm gonna get in bed and just watch some TV because I don't want to start anything else now. It's 10 o'clock. I'm not gonna go to sleep yet, but I'm just gonna watch some TV and chill for the rest of the evening. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. You may have just seen some B-roll, and you know, you wouldn't be silly to think that I just filmed like one day and that it's still Thursday at the minute. It's not. I filmed some B-roll yesterday of me walking across a bridge because it was prayer. Did not film anything after I walked across the bridge when I went to the cinema, or like when I got back from being at the cinema, much like I did not film anything when I went to the cinema on Monday to see the same film, because we went to go and see Little Mermaid again. Because this one,
hi,
I feel has got a little bit obsessed with that film, just a touch.
it's Twitter's fault.
It's Twitter's fault. So she was going to see it again. I was like, well, mine as well. Had a great time. It's a very good film. I did give you thoughts on the film the other day. And you know, everything still stands. Like the chemistry is fantastic. That's what I'm there for. And then today, it is now Friday. And you will have seen some more B-roll of a theatre that may be like fairly familiar if you've watched any of these videos before. But yeah, we went to see Moulin Rouge again. It was the 10th time that I've seen it. And Jamie Moscato was there tonight. He was fantastic. I'm going to move over towards Meg in a minute and let her give you her review. But he was fantastic. And he did do the Oct-Up again, which was fantastic. Fantastic is my word today. I have a word in every video that I just say repeatedly. Let me go and grab a Meg. Would you like to give thoughts on having now heard the Oct-Up in person? I had already seen it.
It was very, very good. The entire show was really good. Jamie Moscato is my favourite Christian. He's just so talented.
And I was saying that like the last time I saw it, I was sort of thinking like he's really like settled into the role a lot, and we were having this discussion at the interval because he's just so much better than like the first time we saw him in it.
Oh my god, his what were the lyrics?
Which
My
bit?
Gift Is My Song was just like so good in the Your Song moment. I mean, the entire second act was like phenomenal, but that particular line in Act 1 was like,
even like just the first bit, like the hills are alive bit. It's just so good.
The sound of the flies.
That is not what he sings.
No.
But yeah, it was very good. We had the standing seats again. Standing seats, so not seats, standing tickets.
Yeah.
So we were in a little bit of pain, but it was worth it. Also, we were the people having the most fun when it got to like the song at the encore, which they do say in an announcement before that you were allowed to sing along to that bit. So we did. We danced. It was great.
But and like luckily everybody else who was standing decided to go stand like in the stairways, because everyone stood up for an ovation before they sat down again.
But we just stayed and danced for like we've seen them before.
Yeah.
There was a slightly strange moment at the end where they did a speech because they were collecting money for charity, and suddenly it was like, oh, he has a different accent than he's had for the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, we also have donuts.
Because it's National Donut Day.
It is. It's not just because we've been craving donuts for ages. Let me go and grab mine.
I'm trying to order some nails and I feel like I'm just very distracted.
So I've got a Notorious P.I.G. Meg has got a Bruno Mars that is in the box. I'm not going to make her take it out. But yeah, we're going to go and eat donuts and I will stop distracting Meg.
And we're going to buy tickets for Assassins in Chichester.
But that's next week's vlog. You'll see that in next week's vlog. I will have more theatre this week though, because my mum's coming tomorrow, so there may be less like talky bits. Not that there's been much talky bits so far. I should tell you what I'm reading. I'm reading Aurora Burning. I started the audiobook. I'm enjoying it again. I enjoyed it the first time. I do feel like with these books I always get a bit like bored in the first half of them, and then the endings really pull it together, and I'm very much at that bit at the minute. I forgot that this one kind of, you've got the whole setup of the first book, like the sort of like who the bad guys are, and then suddenly in this one it's like, oh no, but we need to remember that like the Sildrathi exist as well, and there's a lot about them at the beginning. I'm like, okay, this is like a whole new thing I'm having to deal with. And I don't know if I'm going to be like have the most coherent thoughts for the live show, because I'm not like taking notes. I think I'm just listening to the audiobook, but we will see. It's not on my channel this time, so it's fine. But yeah, I will, like I said, maybe not talk that much over the next couple of days because my mum's going to be here, but there will be b-roll of at least 2 theatre trips. There's 2 books already, and then there's a third that is likely to happen. So I will, if I don't talk to you tomorrow, I may try and film before she gets here so that I've actually got a clip. But if not, I will talk to you on Sunday evening instead. Bye. I thought I should probably come in and actually end this week's vlog. It is now actually Monday. So the last time I updated was Friday. Did I update after we went to see Moulin Rouge? Yes, I did. I talked about the October, I remember. Saturday, I went and met my mum. I went to go and see Brokeback Mountain. I very much enjoyed it, actually, more than I thought. It's had some like mixed reviews. It was a little bit slow. I can see why some people might find it like a little bit hard to get through, like it's definitely slow going, but I did very much enjoy it. It felt like it sort of hit all the emotional points that I wanted it to hit. It's only an hour and a half long, and like it's based on a short story and a film, so I wasn't sure which one it was going to sort of be more based on. I'm more familiar with the film. I've read the short story, but I'm more familiar with the film. Obviously a lot of that stuff isn't in it because it's shorter, but it felt like it hit all the main parts that it needed to hit. And like there maybe could have been a little bit more build up to sort of when they actually kind of first get together and the first sort of moment happens, but like, other than that, there's not really much I can complain about. I really enjoyed the performances in it. The two lead actors, Lucas Hedges and Mike Faist, were both fantastic. So yes, very glad that I saw that. And then went to see Oklahoma in the evening. I very much enjoyed it. Same thoughts that I had last time. My mum did not, sadly. She prefers to watch the like more traditional adaptations of it, shall we say. It's definitely modern. Well, it's not even modern necessarily. Well, it is. It's a more contemporary sort of retelling of it. It's still set during like the traditional time period, or I think it's supposed to be. Like, they never actually say, but it has like a more sort of contemporary staging to it. And she wasn't a huge fan, but she's seen it now. She got it out of her system. She's been wanting to see it for a while, so at least she did go and see it. It's sad that she didn't enjoy it, but never mind. And then yesterday we were going to go and see Newsies, but we decided not to. And we went to go and see Little Mermaid again at the cinema. My mum hasn't seen it yet, so while she was down here, we went to go and see that. It was my third time seeing it in this last week. Meg ended up coming with us. It was her fourth time seeing it this week. But no, it was very fun. I've just got out of the shower and I was listening to Little Mermaid songs while I was in there, so you can see sort of where my brain's at the minute. But yeah, I haven't read any more since I last spoke to you. I was going to try and listen to more of Aurora Burning, but I have not done that. I need to finish it before Wednesday, but I should be able to do that tomorrow, because tonight I'm going to move on to something else, but I'll talk about that in next week's vlog. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below, and I'll see you guys soon with a new video. Bye.